Oh, wow.
Hello.
Right. Well, you guys, I'm back with another one. Today's topic is Ralo. Yes, the one and only kingpin turned rapper from Atlanta, a rough neighborhood called the BLUFF. Ooh, wow.
My upbringing, I come from a community called the BLUFF in Atlanta. It has the highest crime rate in Atlanta. And I wouldn't say it was a rough childhood because it was abnormal to us because that's where we were from and that's how we knew.
Well, Ralo had it rough growing up, you guys. I mean, his mother was kind of like going from men to men. Um, his stepfather wound up getting killed, but his real dad was actually 30 years older than his mother. He was basically like a sugar daddy to her. And Ralo expresses when he went broke, yeah, his mama was like, yeah, you got to go. You got to go. And yeah, he wound up passing. But he was actually a kingpin first before Ralo, his real dad. Let's talk about him first. But also, his mother had a bad coke habit and yeah, just was a product of the hood, you guys. Here it is, right here, right now.
I knew my real dad, you know what I'm saying? He was like 30 years older than my mother. My mother was like 26 when she had me, and my dad was like 56 when he had me. So he was kind of like a sugar daddy to my mother. And I was mostly closer to him because when I got around 8 years of age, my dad was down there 70. So we couldn't relate. Then my mother kicked him out when he went broke, and I was around 8 years of age when he left. So after that, my mama kind of like went from male to male, dude to dude, and I got closer to him.
So once, yeah, Ralo's mama kicked his dad to the curb and put a bigger wedge, yeah, in their relationship. They already couldn't really relate because his daddy was so much older than he was. So, yeah, at the end of the day, once his money went away, mama said, you got to go. And that left Ralo and him, a gap in their relationship, even bigger than it was. But around the age of 12 and 13, yeah, he actually died, you guys. So rest in peace to Ralo Daddy. He definitely got his skills, his hustle skills from his dad. Because like I mentioned before, he was a kingpin, you guys. Whoa.
So he wasn't useful anymore, and my mama kicked him to the curb. So after that, I really didn't see him no more. And probably when I was about 12, 13 years of age, he had passed away.
What was his occupation?
His occupation was a kingpin drug dealer. He was a kingpin. He made a lot of money, but as you get 60, 70 years old, it just ain't no point in hustling like that no more. He was hustling all his life. So.
And after his dad passed, Ralo actually had a stepdaddy. He actually had a stepfather, you guys, and they moved on the other side, not in the BLUFF. They moved out the BLUFF to a spot called Dixie, right? And his stepdad was just trying to hustle and get money for the bills coming up, but he wasn't from around that area. So one night he went out hustling and sadly lost his life. R.I.P. to his stepdad as well. Whoa.
Dixie Hill, it's on the other end on Central Road in Atlanta. And when we moved over there, my stepfather, Ralo, he got killed. And once he got killed, my mama didn't have no money, and my mama didn't want to stay in the house no more, so we went to the streets.
Stepdad died.
My stepdad died. We from the BLUFF. He stayed on the street called Vine Street. It was another street, like over from my street, which was Elm Street. He stayed on the street called Vine Street. So when we got to Dixie Hill or whatnot, he wasn't from there. He was just trying to go out one night and hustle to make us some money because rent was due or whatnot. We just had moved in that community. And nobody knew him over there. So when he went to another nigga neighborhood, they robbed him and killed him.
Well, as you just heard, yep, Big Ralo got killed sadly, trying to hustle and put some groceries in the house and pay the bills in the wrong neighborhood. But as you can also see, Ralo was named after his stepdaddy. So yeah, that is crazy. But at the end of the day, that's life, you guys. When you come up in the slums, man, you know, and that really affected Ralo's life because they wound up losing a house. They got flooded out, and basically Ralo was homeless, going house to house and things of that nature. But we're gonna get back to that. Let's get back to the part that he wanted to go to school. He definitely wanted to go to school and things of that nature. But he was homeless, like in I think from 7th to 9th grade or something like that. He was homeless, staying at friends' house here and there. But he actually wanted to be an electrician.
I was a student that really wanted to go to school. I really wanted to graduate from school. Like, I wanted to be an electrician. So I really wanted to kind of get me a trade in that avenue. But I was homeless and stuff like that, so I had to hustle a lot.
You said you was homeless?
Yeah, I was homeless from the age of 12 to 14. I was homeless from 7th grade to the 9th grade. I was homeless.
Pump your brakes. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. That's the like button. Also hit the notification bell. That way you get notifications from me every time I drop this hot-ish off the press. Now here we go. Oh, wow. Yep, so being homeless so young, man, I mean, of course you can't really focus on your dreams and passion going to school. So that's the reason why he didn't make it through school, you guys. You know, but he had a friend, yep, a young friend who allowed him to stay at their house. And his friend is the actual younger brother of Scooter, which is Future artist. So they always had a bond. And you'll see how the Scooter comes into play later in this situation of Ralo's life. Yeah. When the music part of this, you know, the documentary come in, you guys.
Where was you staying at when you was homeless?
I was staying with Youngscooter. I was staying with a lot of different friends in the community, but I was mostly staying with Youngscooter and his little brother, Kyrie Broughton, K Blocker, 3K Blocker.
Well, of course, yeah, him being homeless, his mother's on drugs, he had to find a way to make money. It wasn't drugs at first, you guys. He started out selling CDs, buying them from an African and selling them for a higher price. Whoa.
I started selling drugs at a young age. Before I was selling drugs, I was selling CDs, bootleg CDs and DVDs from the Africans at the African shop. I'd get them for $1.25 and go sell them for probably $3, sometimes $2 for $5. And then I started selling drugs. I got into the drug business real heavy.
Well, the CDs didn't work. Yeah, well, not to bring that real check in. So he went to the drug trade. Yes, his daddy jeans and them kicked in. Plus, his daddy used to take him around to all the junkies anyway. You know, the heroin addict, the coke addicts. They basically raised him in the hood. They knew him. And it wasn't just like, oh, he just jumped out there and sold drugs and nobody knew. The junkies actually knew him from being the kingpin's son. So they were just waiting on his time to say, you know what? The F with this. I'm going in the streets. And that time came, you guys. Whoa.
Do you think you followed in his footsteps, like, because he was a kingpin?
I mean, yes, because I was around the people and all his clientele knew me as his son. So it was like, it almost chose you, and it just chose me because they were just waiting for me to get some dope to supply them with. So as I grow older, the clientele was already attached to me because they basically raised me. Like, we stayed in the same household all these years, and like, they rode the bike with me. They was my babysitter, they was my nanny. And when it was time for me to step up to the plate, it was more so of a relationship than just business. Like, it wasn't really, more importantly, being a consumer. Like, we had a bond.
Yep, so those same folks who, his daddy left him around, change his diaper, get him something to eat, here, I'll throw you a little something. Those happen to be, his clientele. But it was like a family because he knew one is auntie, aunt, hey, you get it, you guys. So it was easy for him to make a transition for the CDs into the streets. And he went back home to the BLUFF, of course. And he grew up, he got him some dope. And they came to the Kingpin's son. He was next in line, you guys. Wow. Well, of course, Ralo grew until he blew up in the drug trade and being known today as one of the biggest drug dealers out the BLUFF. But his mama still was on that stuff. So she still wanted that nose candy. He didn't like it, you guys, but just like the aunties and uncles he accumulated from his Kingpin daddy, which wasn't his blood, by the way. I'm just saying people he left him with while he had to make his runs, the people that watched him grow up. He was serving them. And what hurted him the most was his mother, found her way to get some of his dope. He had the best kind, and he didn't know he was doing nothing wrong at first, but it hurts him to this day. Ooh,
I was the biggest drug dealer in the BLUFF for a long period of time. I had the BLUFF and I had Simpson. Like they like two different neighborhoods almost, but they're in the same area. And I was the biggest drug dealer over there, so I had the best quality drugs, and I also had large quantity for a lower price. You know what I'm saying? So I was out beating all my competition around the way. So she snuck and bought drugs from me because I wasn't never in there. Like I said, I had all my dudes that grew up with me, and we just built this big empire, a drug empire. And she used to sneak. I used to help out her sneaking. You know what I'm saying? Sending other people like my brothers and stuff like that to buy the powder because he do powder too. So I knew when he came, he was coming for her also. And it kind of hurted me a lot, you know what I'm saying? It hurted me a whole lot. But when you come from that era, like, you don't feel like nothing wrong with it.
Well, everything wasn't peaches and cream with Ralo. I mean, he was still a juvenile, learning how to maneuver, and he made a lot of hiccups. He went to jail a whopping 32 times. Wow, that way, you guys, 32 times. Yep, as a youngster. Thankfully, it was a juvenile record, but he actually went to jail 32 times trying to figure out, it on his own. Yes, he had the junkies around him, but he didn't have other kingpins around him. His dad was gone, so he had to figure it out. The police know what's going on in the neighborhood, and they took his little ass in multiple times. Whoa.
At one point in 4 years, you went to jail 32 times?
Yeah. That was like my juvenile record from the age of 15, 14 to probably around 19 years of age. That happened.
So you were getting arrested almost every month, just over and over.
Man, my mom used to come down there to the juvenile every week. It wasn't no every month thing. Sometimes I might get out of jail today. The next goddamn 2-3 hours, I was back in the stolen car, getting locked right back up, going straight back to Metro RYDC. When I got older, I was able to have some money, so once I went in Fulton County jail, I was able to just pay my bond as soon as I got out. Then go back and get into some shit.
Okay.
Well, of course, like when you're young in the drug trade, you have the older guys who hating, mad because the youngster got the sack. So it was a situation where, Ralo was going to serve his brother some weed, and some older guys was up there trying to strong arm rob him. But Ralo said he learned how to fight while he was in juvenile and things like that, so he wanted to beat one of the guys up. But of course, that's not where it ended. And he went to go get that thing. If you don't know what that thing is, that pop. If you don't know what that pop is, the pistol, you guys, the pistol. He went back up there and shot all of them. And that's when he did his longest stint out the 32 times he'd been arrested as a juvenile. Wow.
Which case, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but which case was like your biggest case?
I was 16 years of age. You know, they heard about me getting money. You know what I'm saying? I ended up maximizing the game, and I started making money when I was like 16. Some dudes came down there and tried to take my bomb. We called a bomb our package of dope. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes came down there. They were like, I'll take your bomb. You know what I'm saying? I went up there to serve one of my homies named Big Man.
And these were older guys trying to press you?
He was 26 at that time, and I was 16.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One on was 23, Tony L. There was a couple of dudes out there. I was trying to get my brother-in-law by the name of Big Man. I was trying to serve him some weed or whatnot. Then when Kush first came out, they started talking about loud. And them dudes, when I went up there, they tried to like rob me. And they tried to warm my pocket or whatnot. They ain't taking that from me. You know what I'm saying? I stood my ground. I actually beat the older dude beat the guy up. He couldn't handle me. I don't know why. He wasn't a very strong dude. I was in and out of boot camp, so I kind of knew how to fight real good. And I went back up there and I shot all of them. You know what I'm saying?
You shot all of them?
Yeah, I shot all of them. And I went to jail.
When any of them died?
No, nobody had died. Shit, I was trying to make sure they died, but shit, you know, niggas get lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not only did he shoot those guys, he actually, well, I don't think he hit them, you guys, but had a shootout with the police at 17 years old. Wow, that was crazy. So he said he didn't even know that was them. He probably thought of somebody coming up there trying to rob or whatever. And one thing led to another. Here it is, right here, right now.
Out with the police?
That shit happened when I was around 17 years of age or whatnot. The motherfucker, I didn't even know it was them, man. The motherfucker just came up the hill and they all just put us down and shit like that. And one thing led to another, Vlad, and goddamn, I was in jail. Again.
Okay.
Well, we know life in the street usually go both ways. Yes, he did his fair shooting, but he got shot several times as well. And yeah, and he calls it on himself actually, you guys. Like, he gets into altercations, walk with the people and slap them while they got the gun in their hand. Boom, that's another time. And the thing, yeah, I think it happened again, yeah. Actually, he did that again. And after he got shot that time, he learned his lesson. Don't walk up in nobody's face like that. Yeah, you better just start blowing. You better just start blowing. Well, here it goes.
I got shot right here in my leg, and I got shot right here in my leg. I got shot a couple times.
Okay. When you got shot, did you think that was that? That was it? Or you thought it was just a flesh wound?
When I got shot, it was time. When I got shot, right? My first time I got shot, I think I was at a basketball game, right? At my basketball game for my school, and we was having words with some rival people. That was called Wild Mem at the time, and we was called DKC MDC, and we kind of had it out for each other. And they had their guns out and shit. I ain't had my gun on me at that time. And I just walked up to the car and put my hand in the nigga face. We were in Cleveland and all them different people. Like, y'all fuck nigga ain't gonna shoot nobody. Put that gun out, start slapping them. Bow, bow. Y'all nigga ain't gonna do shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas. And that nigga actually shot me. I'm like, oh shit, these niggas shot me. These niggas shot me. I just sat on the car and I just laughed because shit, I would have shot me if I was them, you know what I'm saying? And the second time I got shot, I was driving down the street in my Pontiac. I had like a little Pontiac that everybody was on them GSP Pontiacs real heavy. They was like the shit, the hot shit in the hood. And I looked on the right of me and my sister would find her baby daddy and he used to beat her ass a lot. His name is Big Man, Orlando Wibbly. And goddamn, he would find her ass a lot. And goddamn, nah, I ain't pressing no charges and nothing. But anyway, homie had got into it and somebody shot me. I'm gonna say somebody shot me. And I ain't with that rat shit. So somebody shot me and goddamn, after they shot me, they got the hell on or whatnot. I did the same exact thing. Went up to him, fuck nigga, you know what I'm saying? Bah! Then when I got shot that time, I suddenly said, man, that nigga, I ain't going up on nobody else with no motherfucking gun. I ain't doing that shit no more.
Well, as you can see, Ralo had to learn a hard lesson. Never walk up on nobody with a gun and slap him. I'm just playing, but yeah, that's basically what it is, you guys. I mean, yeah. So he did his fair shooting. He got shot a few times. And now we're getting to the religion section of how he became Islam. Wow.
So did you turn Muslim in jail, or was it something that that was early in your childhood?
I turned Muslim around 2010 in county jail, 901 Rice Street. And I got closer on my deen around 2011 or 2012. I went to prison. My first prison bid was at Coastal State Prison, and I got closer to my dean. I was in Savannah.
Yeah.
Well, although he got closer to his dean, yeah, he still didn't separate from the streets. He definitely still got closer to the streets. And yeah, he was out there balling, you guys. Check out these pictures. Wow. Now one might say, of course he's balling like that. He's a rapper. No, rappers are not balling like this. This was off his kingpin journey. Yeah, fancy cars, wads of money. I mean, you name it. Even Future said, look here. Yeah, Ralo got that dog food. He gave him that shout out in one of the songs. But Future definitely wanted him to quit selling. But look at the money he was stacking. Come on, that's not off of rap. You know, rap was like a transition for him to basically try to clean up his ways and money due to his faith. When he figured out he was selling drugs and doing wrong, yeah, that's when he wanted to clean up his act, you guys. But yeah, Future shouting him out, I got that dog food like Ralo. Yeah, basically was a blessing and a curse because, yeah, you know the feds listening. And he ran into some more legal trouble, of course. Not saying it came from Future, but it's a lot of tension came from him dropping the dog food line with Ralo name in it. You know, even this very car you're looking at, he basically, you know, got pulled over. They ramshacked this car and he had to go get that. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, he's living the life. You know, not even your favorite rapper has a car like that. Well, now it's time for us to take a journey. Yeah, how he transitioned into the rap game. And this is where Scooter comes back in play. If you remember, you guys, I told you that he was living with Scooter because he was cool with his little brother and they had that bond when he was homeless. But, you know, like I told y'all, Scooter was going to play a role in him getting his foot in the door with the rap game. But here he goes telling you about that right here, right now.
So let's talk about your relationship with Youngscooter. At some point, you were homeless and you were staying with him.
Right.
So how did your friendship come about?
I actually went to school with his little brother. His name Kyrie Broughton. You know what I'm saying? They call him K Blocker, Black Amigo K Blocker. And him and I was best friends in school. You know what I'm saying? He knew what I was going through. And I spent the night over his house. So actually, Scooter was always the big brother. He was like 2-3 years older than us at all times. So when K Blocker, he moved back to South Carolina, he got in a lot of trouble, you know what I'm saying? So he been in jail. He just been in jail more than me. I was just able to get blessed and get out. So when I got out of prison this last time, he was so happy that I got out. Scooter was so happy, so he came to my apartments. I had some apartments I had rented out like 7 or 8 units called Ashford Park. We called them Bricks. And he came to see me one day and he was telling me he was rapping. And I was like, shit, I want to rap too. And, you know, he just gave me his full support. I didn't even know you can charge people for features. And now that I charge $5,000 a feature, I just think back at him and I was like, damn, he gave me all them features for free. He gave me 3-4 features for free and did the videos. And you know, the video costs even more. Mm-hmm. And he did everything for me, you know what I'm saying? And I just been so thankful for him doing those things, hooking me up with Future and stuff like that. And we just got real, real close. And I feel like I owe him the world.
Right. And you even you paid Future for features before, right? For the deals and stuff.
Right. Future, you know, he been on fire, you know what I'm saying? Since he stepped in the door, you know what I'm saying? He been on fire. And I was trying to drop a mixtape, and Youngscooter was telling me like, you need to get you a single. And I was like, what the hell is a single? It was like a song that you can concentrate on, to get in the clubs and get on the radio. I'm like, all right, I got a lot of them. And he was like, nah, you gotta get one that everybody gonna like, guaranteed. Like, I was like, everybody like me. He was like, nah, this the whole world you talking about. I'm thinking about my neighborhood, so I say, man, that nigga Future got a lot of songs on the radio. I was like, tell him to give me a hook. He was like, all right. He said he gonna charge you though, bro. I was like, what he want? It was like, he want 25,000. So I was like, shit, what is that? Call him, tell him I need a feature. He gave me a feature, and while we were doing the feature, he started he was hearing about me anyway. Of course, I ran in Atlanta, and then he started like loving me, started getting closer and closer to me. And when he got closer and closer to me, we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? We became closer to him and Scooter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the 25,000 at its work. As you can see the video that's up without the sound, because I'm not getting copyright strict. No, you guys, I'm not. But yep, his career took off after this. The song with Future. You know you get a feature with Future back in the day or today. You're up out of here. So yeah, he did his thing with Future. The song was pretty hot. It definitely struck a nerve in the industry. And yeah, also, Youngscooter had to remind him, look here, you got to get your jury right. People want to see jury. And he's about to talk on that right here, right now. Oh.
And you said that they took you seriously once they saw you at buying jewelry.
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing, and that was Future. That's how Future knew who I was in the studio, because I already had started buying jewelry, because Scooter's giving me the recipes to the game. Like, you gotta buy jewelry, you gotta get a single, you gotta get this, you gotta get that, you gotta get this. And that was the number one thing he told me. And I was like, shit, I ain't know when you go in these country towns, that's what all the country people want to see. The jewelry and shit like that. So I started buying jewelry. I started buying a whole lot. The qualities, Rolexes and diamonds that you can get from the Diamond District, which is here in New York. And people started noticing, like, who the hell is that buying all that jewelry? And it kind of like put me on the scale. Nobody didn't even know I had the money that I had until I started buying that jewelry. Mm-hmm. So when you go seeing a dude with $100,000 chain on, and you know this is the same chain Birdman got on, what the hell you doing with that chain? And it just started making a lot of noise. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So yep, he grabs the jewelry and shines on these ninjas. Everybody in the crowd he does the show with. Who is that? That's Ralo. Yeah, of course, because he has the same chain Birdman has for 100,000 and just signed. Matter of fact, he wasn't even signed yet. Yeah, that way. And yeah, he got it all out the bluff, off the dog food. That's why that dog food is in the title. Yep, he's the biggest drug dealer out the bluff at the time. He starts to rap and starts to show that he has the money through the jewelry that glow, if you get my drift. But yeah, not too long after, his name buzzing, and you know, he got these features with Future. Also got one with a little baby called Pakistan. That's one of my favorites. He runs into a guy named CEOP. If you don't know who that is, he's from Quality Control. He's responsible for the likes of Little Baby, the City Girls, Migos. Yeah, you get the point. He bumped into his old friend, and he turned him on to a guy named Guccimane. Whoa.
I was in a club with my partner named P at QC. He a very close friend of mine. Shout out to P at QC. And we was just in the club. We went to East Atlanta Sauna album release party at the Gold Room. P wanted to, he was supposed to manage me at that time, so he took me out. And Gucci, it was actually a Gucci party, and Gucci had done seen me. He broke his neck. He was like, oh, that Ralo. I was like, damn, why the hell he ain't looking at me? Shit, he bigger than goddamn life. You smell me? I gave him doubt, gave him some love. He told me I was a big fan of me, and he wanted to work with me, man. And he wanted to know was I signed to anybody, because I had been around Bird, man. I had been around Future. I had been around Young Thug, and now a lot of many artists that have a label. And I would tell him like, nah, I ain't signed to nobody, dog. I'm still independent to this day. It was like this, so I want to work with you. He got my number. He got my phone, put his number in my phone, and put my number in his phone. We exchanged numbers, to make a long story short, and he called me the next day, and he took me to the studio, Patchwork Studio, and we did a record. He gave me a record for free instantly, you know what I'm saying? After that, we kind of like locked in. You know, he wasn't interested in signing artists at that time period. He didn't have a label deal as of yet. He got him a label deal, and then, you know, I was the first person he called.
Well, there you have it. If you didn't know, yeah, Ralo was Guccimane's first artist on 1017. Wow, I just figured out, yeah, not too long ago myself, you guys. But yeah, Guccimane definitely signed Ralo, and what a great signing it was. And this is where his career just took off and went to another level. Wow. Well, you know, Ralo already had the dough. But yeah, he bought some apartments they call Baby Pakistan. That's where Lil Baby and him shot the video that I showed earlier. Yeah. So all you gotta do is go back and you kind of see the visuals of the apartments he bought. And yeah, he had his Muslim brothers protect the fortress, the ones who had the gun license. He let them stay for free. And yeah, the police, of course, don't like that. You know the feds watching. How this young man got a whole apartment complex, nobody can go in? Yeah, but that's another story, you guys. That's another story. But yeah, let him tell you about, yeah, how he loves to stay in the fortress, which he calls, yeah, the apartments. Even though he got houses, he liked the apartments better because he feels safer. Because his Muslim brothers got his back, you guys.
That's actually where you live? Like that area? Like that whole apartment complex and all that? That's where you stay at?
I actually live in that community. I started buying more houses in the community, you know.
Okay, so do you own your whole block?
Yeah, exactly.
So every house on your block?
Nah, I say I own 5 houses and I own 26 apartment units.
Wow. And you live in one of the houses or the apartments? Or what?
I like the apartments better than the houses. I feel a lot safer, you know, everybody in that motherfucker the right way. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of partners that got, you know, they license to carry their weapons and stuff like that. So they got a lot of guns. They good. Everybody good. Everything legitimate over there.
Okay, I'm starting to understand this now. So you basically live in a fortress.
Shit, you can call it what you want to call it. We call it Pakistan. We call it Pakistan, Vlad.
Well, now that you know how, yeah, Ralo's living, right? And yeah, now y'all know about Baby Pakistan, yeah, the apartments and the 5 houses he got in the block. Let's talk about, yeah, and all this happened before the rap game now. All this happened, but now he's in the rap game, of course, but he didn't get it from that money. Yeah, he didn't get it from that money. He told you who he was. Mr. Dog Food. Yeah, that way. But yeah, now that we got that out of the way, you know, in the industry, when you from the streets, you so busy trying to prove that I'm street, I'm hood, I'm really like that. And he was a millionaire off the streets before the fame. Yeah, he got into some altercations with some rap artists. Let's get into the Rich Homie Quan situation first.
You were beefing with Rich Homie Quan, but I interviewed Rich Homie Quan recently. He shouted you out. I know both of y'all. I don't want to see nothing happen to either one of you.
You don't gotta worry about nothing happening to me, Vlad. And I don't have no reason, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wish nothing but the best for him. I have no bad blood with nobody whatsoever, man. Shout out to Ralo.
Just because you diss somebody or something happens doesn't mean that you can't necessarily make amends and keep it moving.
You know, that's some really, and that's another thing too, Vlad. My apologies about that because that's just some shit I got in me. It's hard for me to forgive another motherfucker, you smell me? Like a motherfucker do something to me, I hold grudge forever, you did? So I'm not even expecting them to forgive me for the shit I said. You know what I'm saying? I apologize to Rich Homie Quan. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I took it a little too far, you was in the wrong, dog, but I ain't supposed to even join this shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't supposed to offend nobody. I'm supposed to defend myself by me being Muslim. I'm supposed to defend my people. Like, I don't supposed to even strike first, you did, dog? I'm supposed to just stay on defense, you did? And I was wrong for that, you know what I'm saying? And I've been trying to clean my slate, but you know, that's a hard thing to do.
Well, as you just heard, yeah, him and Rich Homie Quan, the beef is squashed, thankfully, but I understand what he's saying. It's a hard thing to do, like when you're trying to, you know, live righteous on one foot and the other foot in the streets, and then you got the rap game in the middle. It's kind of hard to, you know, not make the wrong move. But he admitted that, yeah, he was wrong for moving on him, but Rich Homie was wrong for what he did. He definitely Quan too, y'all. Yeah, that way. But yeah. So good thing that one was over. But another one brewed. Yes, and this one has to do with Moneybagg Yo, and that's coming up right here, right now. Oh, whoa.
And clear everything up.
That's the reason why I was so happy to go to the show with Moneybagg Yo, because I was hoping that he can pass the message. But my circumstances and stuff, a dude that was with me that was probably my partner, he was tweeting about Moneybagg Yo and saying all kinds of stuff like Moneybagg Yo, blase, he this, he that, and things of that matter. And I checked my partner like, hey dog, don't feel good, like don't even do that. So when it was the same day of the show that me and Moneybagg Yo and I had, and when I got to the show, you know, I guess he seen it. You know, rappers see everything. I don't think they don't see everything. So I get it kind of spooked him out or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but I really wanted to talk to him about the whole situation. Like, look, dog, I ain't got nothing against y'all, and I was being young and dumb, and you know what I'm saying? I was doing that. But, you know, I seem to kind of get to him, and, you know, I done did so much dirt to him that they probably like, hey, man, I know, shout out. You know, but I just want to know that I ain't at that point in my life where I want to continue to do that. I want to go do street fest with them and stuff like that. And a lot of places that they be, I can't be because people don't want to put their environment in danger. You smell me? So, like, it really stopping me from progressing in life. You smell me?
So just to clear all there's nothing, no bad remorse, nothing on your end that's bad blood between anybody in CMG, Black Youngster, Moneybagg Yo, anything of that nature?
Man, no sir, but I went up to New York and did my press run for Dire Road to Streets 3, and I actually told them what I'm telling you now. You'll see the interviews whenever DJ Vlad or whatever, how to do hip hop, Favorite Complex, whenever they post the interviews or whatnot. I actually went up there and said the same thing, and I supposed to have went to Breakfast Club and stuff, but on the same day I was going up there, Moneybagg Yo was up there. So they ain't want us to be in the same household, so I did not go. They stopped me from going. So my interviews that was for Tuesday, they switched them to Wednesday. So I went running to him, but he went up there and the same thing, man, you doing talking and stuff. He said some stuff that I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, I ain't agree with. You know what I'm saying? He talked bad about the situation pretty much. He went on what I'm on, you smell me, but shit, I'm still on what I'm on even though he said what he said.
Well, you guys, of course I can't be one-sided, so let's hear what Moneybagg Yo had to say about the situation. Right here, right now.
Normally I get a confirmation when they go.
Well, let me go more in depth into the situation. So basically, Moneybagg Yo and Ralo, I guess they had some static, or Ralo got static with CMG at the time. Yeah, so it was a show they supposed to been at together, and he accuses Moneybagg Yo for getting him off the show. But as you can see, Moneybagg Yo said he didn't even perform because the money wasn't right. And he saw Ralo, you know, them long posts he like to write. Yeah, say some bad things about him, like he got him put off the show, he wasn't even on that, and so on and so on. But I think that situation right there let Ralo understand that, yeah, these dudes is big. You need these looks for you to go higher, and by you burning this bridge with CMG, because I believe at the time Guccimane and Yo Gotti had issues too. Him being Guccimane artist, he may just have inherited that situation, but he realizes that could stop his money, you know, and stop his growth. Because Moneybagg Yo hot artist, and he's up to perform somewhere, he can't go. He actually just told y'all about him losing his Breakfast Club interview because Moneybagg Yo was scheduled the same day, so they had to reschedule that. And I'm not even sure if he actually did one after that, but that's another story. But yeah, let Ralo tell you, how he feels now that he should have, left a lot of stuff alone. He just was learning. And he has no beef with Moneybagg or CMG. Right here, right now.
That shit, I came on your show and said, fuck Black Youngster, fuck Yo Gotti, fuck Moneybagg. Yo, I came on this motherfucker saying fuck everybody, with not even knowing that all this shit gonna bite me in my ass. You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing that I ain't gonna be able to do shows in certain places for this. And it's not because I'm scared or they scared to go to the places. It's because the promoters ain't gonna book us at these places. The radio stations don't want us on the same stage together because that put their environment in danger. So like, you gotta cut that gangster shit out, dog. You know, I'm a gangster to the core. That's all in my heart and shit, but I gotta bite my tongue. I gotta beg for forgiveness and try to clean my slate up. Like, I could never probably have a relationship with Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, or motherfucking Moneybagg Yo. And I actually do need the relationship. Actually, at that show that night with Moneybagg Yo, before the incident happened with him and I actually was happy as fuck to go to the club to see him. I wanted to talk to the man and be like, listen, dog, I ain't got no beef with nobody on CMG, dog. I don't even really want to deal with that shit. That's what I was coming to do. I didn't even fucking know that he was gonna feel any type of way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no altercation or no words with him. We actually talked on FaceTime together. So whatever he may have heard of what he thought we was finna do to him or whatever, that shit wasn't even gonna happen, dog. Like, I came to really tell Black Youngster and tell Yo Gotti too, dog. Listen, dog, I ain't got no pressure. Pass the word for me, please, dog. Like, I'm trying to clean my shit up, dog. I don't want it to ever become a time where I go to a motherfucking show and the fans trying to pick sides. Nah, hell nah, I'm good. I don't want no smoke, you smell me? That's where we was at. It ain't because I'm scared. I ain't scared at all, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm a stand-up guy. I die for what I believe in. But it's just the point, like, dog, in order for me to continue to grow and get on another level in life, I gotta cut that shit out, dog.
Well, thankfully, Ralo got his head back in the game, and not saying him and Moneybagg cool, or him and Rich Homie Quan cool, but it wasn't no bloodshed or nothing like that. But yeah, Ralo will go on to continue, success, but short-lived success, because like I said, he had one foot in the streets and one in the rap game. Yeah, and it all caught up on him. I mean, Future tried to give him advice like, leave the game alone, things of that nature. I'm quite sure Guccimane got in his ear. And usually when you're in the streets selling hard drugs, you be like, okay, I'm gonna sell me a little weed. But being he's a kingpin, he didn't know how to just get a few pounds. This man get caught on a plane with a lot of pounds. And the feds are in town, y'all. Ooh,
A rapper accused tonight of leading a gang that was allegedly caught trying to move nearly $2 million worth of pot through Metro Atlanta. 11 Alive's Naima Abdullahi has exclusive reaction now from Ralo's team tonight.
Ralo's team tells me he's being targeted and is sitting in jail wrongfully accused. But a federal criminal complaint lays out how investigators allegedly connected Ralo to the operation. Before we dig any deeper into this, let's tell you who 23-year-old Terrell Davis, aka Ralo, is, if you're not familiar with Atlanta's hip-hop scene. The artist has a huge social media presence and following, with more than 200,000 monthly listeners on Spotify and song collaborations with T.I., 2 Chainz, Future, Guccimane, and so many others. And now, criminal complaint alleges the rapper, who's called this apartment complex in Atlanta home, a complex just raided yesterday, is the leader of a gang referred to as Famerica, a name Ralo regularly uses to refer to his music team. But according to the complaint, the investigation dates back to December, when investigators stopped 3 vans leaving Fulton County Airport. Inside one, they allegedly found 520 pounds of marijuana worth about $1 million on the street. Ralo wasn't inside the van, but 3 people arrested were allegedly connected to him, according to investigators. And evidence investigators are now using: an old Instagram post from the next day that refers to $1 million lost. Fast forward to this past weekend, a complaint says a K-9 unit met Ralo's plane after it landed at PDK and found just under $1 million worth of marijuana. Ralo and 8 others were arrested. Tonight, his team still strongly believes he's being targeted because of his faith as a Muslim. They also discredited the Instagram post as evidence, calling it just entertainment. They also point out Ralo owns the complex that was raided and lets people stay rent-free as a way to give back to the community. Naima Abdullahi, 11 Alive News.
Well, you know, Ralo just got his career back straight and things of that nature. In his past, came back and bit him in his ass, you guys. But this is him. When he first went to the jail, then y'all know he still run it in there as well. Whoa.
Yeah, bitch. I walk through the jail like I want to now, nigga. I run this shit. I rented it. It's mine, bitch. Free my motherfucking bro, nigga. Fam. Cool. Rent the jail. Rent the whole jail. Yeah, I always wanted to know.
We always figured it'll be a way out of that motherfucking control.
Daddy, what? We control the motherfucking control. We control the streets, the control booth, all that shit, bitch. Fam. Cool.
Well, as you can see, Ralo looked like he was still running it. Fam Goon. Yeah. With his Muslim brothers, you know. That's the name of his clique, you guys. I probably forgot to tell y'all, thinking y'all should already know. His name of his clique is Fam Goon. Yes. Yeah. He wouldn't get out no time soon, because he eventually get what? 8 years federal prison. Yep, you got it, you guys. So everybody was screaming, free Ralo, free Ralo. And wondering if he was going to get out early, because he hinted he was. But I guess things ain't work out. And the thing I'm talking about ain't work out was, while he sit down, everybody screaming free Ralo. He also said that Dirk sent him 50 or 40,000. Little baby sent him 50,000, I believe. Gave him another 50 when he came home. But that's another story. We'll talk about that later. And Money Man's gave him 10,000 while you in there. So everybody feeling like Ralo real, Ralo the one, Ralo this, Ralo that. Oh, he'll be home soon. Free op, you know, op shit, pop shit. Yeah, that way. Until this guy, while he's doing his bid, right before he came home, said this.
Alright, so I'm gonna let this be the last time I address this shit on my page. Y'all gonna believe who y'all wanna believe. Y'all gonna believe what y'all wanna believe. Y'all gonna eat dick regardless. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm alright with that. It's cool. But what I'm not gonna do is have motherfuckers questioning my character and my integrity like I'm just a lying ass nigga or even a hating ass nigga. Cause everybody that know me know I done supported this nigga to the fullest. Damn near a decade now. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what we ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna let y'all play with my top like that. I'm gonna let y'all hear it from the horse's mouth. What he told, why he told, and what his reasons behind it was, and you know, whatever he might say. Now all this shit about this person in the shadows pulling strings for him, all this shit new information to me. I ain't find none of this shit out until yesterday, when or was it the day before yesterday when we talked on the phone. That was the first time I talked to him in about 5-6 months. Cause I cut him off as soon as I read the paperwork. As soon as I seen it with my own eyes, I cut him off. I ain't say shit. I quietly removed every post that got to do with him off my page. I changed my name from Famerica John Doe to Get Doe, and removed any existence of this nigga. I didn't say shit to nobody. I didn't pull up on nobody and goddamn spray this nigga name. None of that. If certain people asked me about him, I would say, oh yeah, he doing good. If other people who I know in the mix, who deserve to know what's going on, ask me about him, I would say, hey man, home ain't right.
Well, as you can see right here, his buddy, tried to spray his name and put rat allegations on him. And it's a weird situation because some people still feel like Ralo snitched or whatever. But in my belief, I feel like it was somebody who wanted to take the charge for him, and he paid them for him to be able to say I got the work from him. it was really a bogus play. He tried to trick the feds, and it didn't work out. But now that you know what this guy's talking about, let him talk some more. Let him talk some more. Right here, right now. I'm
gonna let Shouty do the talking.
That make me feel good just hearing your voice, bitch. I still love you. How the brother, huh?
Alhamdulillah. You know, I can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Shay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, bro. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. You saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that, Shay. The document that you see is from a prosecution misconduct.
But okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana. That's what the transcript say.
I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
I was presented a situation that only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rap niggas pay that money to get out of jail.
But we ain't these rap niggas though. That what
Please consider this. I got caught with this shit on the plane, Shay. What the fuck you thought I was gonna do?
Take your lick. Like, shit, it's just some weed. Well, okay. Look, listen. Remember when before you got locked up, I used to always tell you, hey, don't do this. Hey, don't do that. Hey, and you used to tell me, it's just some weed. So if it's just some weed, why you ain't just go in there and chin up? Man, this shit say, this is what Brian Steele say. He said, if it comes out on June 6, 2018 that Mr. Davis gave information, and it says, that's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well. It comes out on June 6, 2018 that Mr. Davis gave information, and it says, that's a lot of information on a lot of people that are well known in this community. That would not bode well for Mr. Davis or his security interests at all. Like, who they talking about though? They say well-known people in the community, like.
They talk about the people who. I had to make it look juicy for them. I had to act like these people was always my people. However, so many people.
But I mean, you told me your logic. You know what I'm saying, behind why you did what you did. So at the very least, I can respect you at least coming clean to me. But my thing is, bro, you had me in the blind 5 years behind this shit. Like, this shit, man, that shit crazy. I never would have expected that from you, man. Like, at all. You feel me?
Bro, look, I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. I'm a Muslim first. I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry, bro. But honestly, I didn't even think this. I didn't even think this was gonna ever come up. What the hell is like? Why is you mad? Why would you be mad?
Man, this what got me out. You had me believing for 5 years that you just kept it solid, that you ain't that you didn't cooperate. You know what I'm saying? All that's still cooperation. Whether you was working to move or not, it's still cooperation. But my thing is, you telling Queen, but you running shit across I heard, but you ain't even asked me. Like, no, like I would have told you, hey, boy, do not do that. I would have told you, regardless of what it would have benefited or whatever. Man, everybody know what they sign up for when they in this lifestyle, bro. A nigga just gotta take they lick. They gotta eat that. You feel me? It ain't like y'all niggas was facing no life sentence type shit.
I'm eating, baby. I'll show you that. And then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep the emotions unsealed. I'm gonna get everything unsealed for you. And if you don't want me to just get unsealed, I'll just send it to you. I'll just take a picture of the emotions so you can see the whole fight that Brian Steele was fighting out.
Well, a lot of people saying this man put this phone call together with AI, took the good parts out and put them where he wanted to make Ralo look bad. I'm not really sure about that, but 1090 Jake, this guy right here, yes, the king of exposing people's paperwork, so they say. Basically said Ralo's paperwork is clean, and we have kind of forgotten about the situation, you know?
I ain't ratted on no goddamn man on this earth, dog. I was presented this situation where a person goddamn was willing to goddamn take some money to take a charge for me, and goddamn I wanted to go that route. And the only thing I have to admit it to was trying to trick the feds and manipulate the feds. It's just how the game go, bro. You don't let the big dog go down, you take the fall for the man can stay out and eat, bro.
Yep, so this situation surely has died down. Now, some people still feel like Ralo's a red and this and that. Once they put that name on you, of course, you're going to see the emojis in his comments. But a lot of people has, gotten back on the Ralo train. Yep, and it was also overshadowed by a bigger event. I'm talking about the snitching, you guys. When Ralo finally came home, right here, right now. Oh,
We can go if we turn around. Alright, let's go. Get them coming. Turn around. We love you, boy. Y'all chill out. Everybody relax. Oh, you my nigga.
You ready? Welcome home, man. Yeah, that's our evil club. Go. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all, come on. Come on.
yep, you guys, Ralo's home. So all that free Ralo. Yeah, we ain't got to do that no more. We ain't got to do that no more. And like I said, the rat allegations seemingly has died down. But Ralo came home with a full blast on this song right here, which I can't play because of copyright. Yeah, he basically started up another fire, which he said he didn't mean to because he wasn't dissing CMG. He said he could never sign to CMG because of Young Dolph situation. He said that, but he said there was no shots, like he got beef with him or nothing like that. He cleared that up. But hopefully, Lee, he keeps his path clear. Yeah. And take one of those foots out the streets and put them both in the rap game and give us the music that we waited for. Hopefully y'all like this, situation called the documentary. Yeah, on Ralo. In the comments, let me know who y'all want me to do next. I think I'm starting to like this documentary stuff. But thank y'all for rocking with your boy. I am super cool, and we ain't got to scream free Ralo no more, cause he's home. Yeah, the BLUFF, one of the biggest dope boys out of it. Ralo salute. Oh,